Welcome to the Spring to Life method. I'm Caitlin, and this is full length lat mat. So we are really going to be working the side body, our lateral movement today. Before we get moving, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video to stay consistent with your practice. So let's start seated here, cross-legged. Anchor your sitting bones into the mat, kind of wiggle your hips a little bit, get into a comfortable position. And then just take a few deep breaths as you start to roll those shoulders down the back. Elevate them to your ears, draw them together so you're kind of pinching them together at the back, and then allow them to soften forwards. And as you're rolling these shoulders here, you're almost feeling like you're on a puppet string being picked up towards the ceiling. So can you get a little bit taller, a little bit longer? Now settle those shoulders down the back, bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and try and do those same circles, but now we're leading with the elbow. Inhale, draw your elbows up the front, try and pick them up by your ears, circle them open and back. So now you're starting to get a little stretch through the back of the arm as you circle. Let's go one more time in this direction. And reverse, send your elbows back, pick them up next to your ears, and draw them forward. Inhale back, exhale down the front. Let's do about 3 more. Try to drop your knees down and make your sitting bones heavy. Last one. Good. Shake it out a little bit. And now let's take one arm up by the ear. Start to just finger crawl away from you into a side bend. Reach across, so check in, try not to curve in. Open your chest a little bit, try to keep that bicep next to your ear. And lift up, change sides, other arm up, walk the fingers away. Try not to let that opposite hip lift, push it down in opposition. Reach, open that top chest, shoulder towards the ceiling, and lift back up. Now take both arms up, bring your hands behind your head, palm over palm, lift your chin, push your head back into your hands, and twist your rib cage. Again, both sitting bones stay anchored. Inhale, back center. Exhale, wring out your waist. Inhale, center. Let's do that one more time to each side. Grow taller as you twist, like you're picking your rib cage up here, and come back to the center. All right, roll your shoulders out. We're going to turn onto our hands and knees. So coming into a quadruped position, you want to stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And then from here, try and do those shoulder rolls again. So you're going to kind of shrug your shoulders towards your ears, pull them down your back. And now it might feel a little bit like your rib cage is moving down towards the mat and back up towards the ceiling. So as you find the place where you are picking your rib cage back up, you're pushing the mat away, we should start to feel a little bit of muscle work here, back on the side of our lats, right under the armpits. So we want to start to find that connection, and then just check in with your elbows. If you're somebody that's a little hypermobile, we want to make sure we're not locking them out. We're going to soften them just a little bit, and that's going to help you maintain that arm to back connection. Now from here, let's take some big deep breaths. Inhale, arch your back into your cat stretch, and check in with those shoulders. Don't let them creep towards your ears. Keep them gliding down the back. And then pick your belly button up towards the ceiling. Drop your tailbone in the crown of your head towards the mat. Now in this position, check in with your ears. Again, glide them down towards your back pockets. And then can you push your palms and your shins down into the mat to make your spine a little curvier. And then inhale, open your chest, open forward. Exhale, round in. One more time. Inhale, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round and look in. Now inhale, Lengthen from your crown to your tailbone. Lats are on. Now with your knees pretty close together, let's flex one foot. So you're drawing those toes under a little bit. Now keep the knee bend, pick your heel up towards the ceiling. Now when we pick this knee up, we want to make sure that we're not arching into our back. We're keeping our core connected front to back, almost like there's a hammock slung around your waist here. Now try to make your knee be in line with your hip. So we don't want to drop down. We want to pick that heel up, pick the knee up, so you feel a little fire in the back of that hamstring. And then inhale, slide it under. Exhale, press your heel to the ceiling. Inhale, bring it under. Now, as you're sending that heel up, check in, make sure you're not drifting off to your supporting side. Try to keep your belly button centered on the mat. Inhale, scoop in. Exhale, press up. Now, if you have your balance, you can bring your opposite hand kind of around your waist and feel your abdominals firing, lifting to pull that heel up. One more time. Now hold that leg up, extend it out, drag your heel back in, try and squeeze it to your seat. Reach it out, pull it in. We've got 3, 2, 1. Keep it bent, slide it under, don't put any weight onto it, take it out to the side. Try and lift it up in line with your hip, fold it in. Lift, fold. Push that opposite shin down into the mat and try not to drift over to your supporting side. Now last one, hold it up. Knee stays where it is, extend and bend. Try not to push your weight to the side. We've got 3. We've got 2. We've got 1. Bring it in. This time, put some weight into it. Let your hips rock side to side. Let's give our wrists a little stretch here before we go to our second side. Take a little bit of that weight off the wrist. Give it a stretch in the opposite direction. Okay, and then we reset. Spread your palms, soften your elbows, flex your opposite foot. Check in with your waist here. Can you pick your waist up against your back and then send your opposite heel up to the ceiling? Now keep that knee up in line with your hip. Bring your opposite hand across your waist. Shin pushes down. Can you feel this all picking up under your arm? Bring it down. Press it back. Bring it down. This is all high hamstring, soft elbows. Here for 3. Careful that we're not just dropping our head down either. You want the back of your neck long. Your gaze is out over your fingertips. Hold the lift. Pick that knee up. Lift your waist up. Extend and bend. Extend. Hammy curl. Pull heel to seat. Here for 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Bring it under. No weight into that knee. Take it out to the side. Now careful you're not dropping into your opposite hip. Center yourself. Fold the leg under. Lift to hip height. Fold under. 3, 2. Shoulders are down the back. Hold the knee up. Thigh doesn't move. Extend and bend. Resist drifting to the side. We've got 3, 2. Last 1. Fold it in. Let's go toes together, knees wide. Walk your hands a little forward. Take a stretch here. Let your chest drop to the mat. Maybe your chin comes down. Let those shoulders stretch open. And then sit your hips back to your heels. Roll your spine up. Let's roll the shoulders out a little bit. And then we'll bring our legs through in front of us. Let's start to move through our lower back now with some half roll downs. So you can go heels together in Pilates V here with knees and toes open, or you can fold it all the way together parallel. Choose what feels good for your body today. Grab the back of your legs and then lift your chest up. Again, anchoring those sitting bones down into the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. Pick your elbows up. Now kind of feel your thighs pushing down into your palms. That should light up these lats a little bit. And then start to scoop your hips under. Reach your low back into the mat. Press your heels together. Reach your mid back. Squeeze your heels together. My arms are still pressing into my legs. Now from here, curve in on yourself and lift up. Again, hips scoop under. Press your heels together. Reach your low back to the mat and round it back up. Inhale, get tall. Let's do that 3 more times. You can go parallel, squeeze those legs. That helps you find your inner thighs a little bit more. That might be nice if you're feeling hip flexory. It helps me a lot to go parallel and really magnetize those inner thighs together. Shoulders are down. Last one here. We round halfway back. Low back into the mat. Maybe your bottom rib is touching. Shoulders are down. You're reaching to your knees. Take one arm open to the side. Pull it center. Nothing else changes. Other arm open. Center. Squeeze those legs together. Hug the midline. One more to each side. Open. Close. Open. Close. Roll all the way back. Let's bring the feet in. Again, you can go Pilates V, heels together, or parallel. Press your arms down, really glue them to the mat. Bridge your hips up. So we're engaging the seat to curve the pelvis up off the mat. Inhale at the top here. Bring your ribs maybe down and together a little bit and your hips up and towards you a little bit. Now keep that lift through your hips. Start to pull your chest down. Your mid back, your low back. The pelvis drops. Again, articulating through the spine, curving up, lengthen through the front of the thighs here. Can you tip your pelvis back towards you a little bit more? And then melt it down, one vertebrae at a time. Let's do that 3 more times. Enjoying this chest opening, reaching your shoulders wide side to side. Pressing your heels together. I feel my inner thighs lighting up here. As soon as I start to pick my pelvis up, I'm squeezing my heels together like crazy. And then roll it down. Last time here. Bring it all the way up. Reach your knees across the room. Pick your heels up. They stay together. Press them down. Lengthen the front of your hips. Heels up. Heels down. Heels up, heels down. Here for 2. Now they stay up. Roll it down, roll it down, roll it down. Rest your hips. Pull your thighs into your chest. Shake your legs out a little bit. And then let's rock her up. Find your rolling like a ball position here. So you can keep your hands behind your thighs if that's more comfortable. If you want to make it a little tighter ball, grab your shins and look in towards your navel. Roll back to your shoulders, up behind your hips. So we're trying to keep our head and our toes from touching the mat as we rock back and forth. So we're really actively pushing our shins into our hands. So again, we're using our back, our lat muscles, to control this movement. One more time. Now balance at the top here. Bring both your hands onto your right shin. Reach your left leg away, like somebody is pulling your ankle out. Start to scoop your waist back in the opposite direction. Keep your shoulders off the mat. Pull that knee in towards your cheek. Single leg stretch. Change the legs. Try to rock into those ribs so you're really over your chest. That's going to take the strain out of your neck here. Let's do a few more. Each side. Now hold one leg in. You're curving to it. The leg that's reaching out, open it to the side, squeeze it center. Open it to the side, squeeze it center. So you should really feel a lot of control happening in here. One more time. Squeeze center, change. Open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. We've got 3. We've got 2. We've got 1. Hold center. Stretch your top leg up. Push it forward. Maybe you curl a little higher. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Scissor change. Scissor change. Holding everything from your middle. Your center is your balance point, is your control point here. Now hold one leg up. It's pushing into your hands. Take the bottom leg out to the side. Draw a little semicircle. Bring it back around and in. Open up, down the middle. One more time. Shoulders are down, neck is relaxed. Reverse your circle. Up, open, and in. Up, open, and in. Up, open, and in. Scissor change. We take it out, up, down the middle. For 2. For 1. Reverse, up, open, and in. Up, open, and in. So you're kind of drawing a capital D, now a backwards capital D. And in, both knees in. Rest your head. Let's go feet wide, knees bent. Let the knees rock side to side. And your head can turn in the opposite direction. Now bring your legs together in the middle. Let's stretch them out. Reach your arms and legs long on the mat here. And then kind of let one arm reach a little higher. And then the other arm reach a little higher. And you can let that shift of your shoulders also kind of shift your pelvis and get a little stretch through the sides. And then when you're even, find the middle, shake your legs out a little bit, and then draw them together. Find that inner thigh magnet. Reach to the ceiling. Look to your toes. You can reach for your legs. Curve yourself all the way up and stretch forward. Now we don't want to collapse onto the legs here. You want to find a little lift, a little bit of that scoop. The arms are reaching in line with the ears. And then you start to curve the hips under. And again, you can always grab the legs to help you ease through the back and reach. Now, if you want to start with the knees bent, that helps you get through that curve a little bit better. You just move however is accessible to you, as long as it's coming from here. Let's do 3 more roll-ups. And stretch. And roll back. And reach. Roll up. Stretch forward. Roll down. And reach. Now from here, let's bring the right knee in, give it a good squeeze to your chest, compress that hip, reach your opposite arm up overhead so you're long through your left side, and then let that knee open towards your right shoulder, a little inner thigh stretch, and then fold it back center, swap your grip, you can reach your right arm open to the side, take it into a twist, so your hip will lift as you twist across the body. And then roll it back down. Now let's take both hands behind the thigh, get a little bit of a push forward into your hand so that knee is mostly stacked over the hip, and then flex the foot as you stretch it up. Relax the foot, bend the knee. Flex, you're kind of pushing forward into your hands. Then if it feels good to let it come in a little closer as you bend the knee, you can. But then we're again pushing up and forward. So you should get a pretty deep stretch behind the knee. 2 more. Now we'll keep the legs straight, relax the foot, glue those arms down by your side, and then press that bottom heel into the mat. Now from here, you're gonna take the leg open away from you a little bit and pull it center. and then across, reach, pull, center. So just a little single leg tick-tock. It opens, the opposite hip stays down, pull, center, it crosses, this hip stays mostly down, and center. Let's do that one more time. Actively pushing your bottom leg into the mat. Find center. Now single leg circle, we open, reach down, across, up. Open, down, across, up. 3, push those arms down. You can always go a little wider if you need to. One more, open. Hold center. Take it across, down, around, and up. So there's a slight movement in the hips, but we're not letting the leg go so big that our hips are leaving the mat here. You want to keep some control again from your center. 3, 2, 1, and send that leg out. Pull the opposite knee in, give it a good squeeze. Then same hand as leg, reach the opposite arm up overhead, stretch long. Take the leg open to the side, get an inner thigh stretch. That should feel good on the opposite hip flexor. Fold it center, switch hands. Opposite arm open as you take it across to a twist. If you're lucky, you might get a little adjustment here. And then bring it back center. Hands interlaced behind the thigh. Push the knee forward as you stretch the leg, flex the foot, and then soften it in. Reach out and up. Pull it in. We have 3, and in, 2, and in. Last one. Keep the leg up. You can relax the foot. Press your palms down. Press your bottom leg into the mat, heel down. Take it across and center. Ooh, let's do our tick-tock first. Take it open away from you. This hip stays down. Opposite hip down. Center. Take it across. Center. Away. Ribs down into the mat. Across. Away. Across. We've got one more set. Press that bottom leg down. And now we have our circles. Take it across. Down, around, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find center, reverse, open. Across and up. Bottom leg is active, pushing into your mat. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Stretch your arms long, reach from your fingertips to your toes, and then circle your arms around. Hug the legs in. Let's rock her up here. Let's do our rolling like a ball again. So find your shins, look in towards your belly button, and see if you're a little bit more even now that we've rolled through our spine a little bit more. One more. Double leg stretch. Now from here, we're going to release our rolling like a ball. Reach down. Reach to your kneecaps. Your bottom ribs are touching. Pull the knees in. Reach forward. Hold. Pull back in. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Now keep reaching forward. One leg opens. And center, same leg, open, center, nothing else changes. Hold center, other leg. 3, 2, 1. Hug it in, rest your head back. Turn your head side to side, relax your neck. Bring it center, grab the back of the thighs. Now we're just gonna come to our C curl here. So feel that pressure of your legs forward into your hands to lift your head and shoulders. Roll the shoulders down your back. Reach one leg out, twist opposite shoulder across to the knee. So we're doing our crisscross here, but using our arms to assist us in that rotation, which is really kind of nice. You get a little more range and you get to feel that twist. So your arms are active here. Let's do one more to each side. Cross, across, and down. Feet wide, arms down, let those knees rock side to side. We'll take a little stretch here. So let your knees stay to one side. Take the foot that's in front over that back knee and just allow it to give a little tension. Deepen that stretch a little bit. Try to breathe here. And then very gently release that knee. Drop them to the other side. And find that little hook with your foot. And just take note of which side maybe feels a little bit tighter. Try to breathe deeply. Release and center. Stretch the legs out. Reach the arms back up to the ceiling. We roll all the way up. This time, go ahead and take a stretch forward over your legs. And we'll lift up for our spine stretch forward. So let's go feet wide on your mat to the corners. You're going to pull your toes back, and then we want to sit up nice and tall. If you're feeling really curved in your low back and you can't really sit up from here, two options. You can bend your knees and dig your heels down to help you lift up, or you can take your legs wider, as wide as you need to go to be able to sit up nice and tall. So find your position for your body today. We're going to reach the arms forward. Now imagine they're resting on a countertop here. With your exhale, you're going to slide your arms across the countertop. Send your belly button in the opposite direction. Let your head come between your arms. Now stack your spine from the bottom to the top. Lift your waist, lift your ribs, lift your head, your shoulders are down. Press into that imaginary countertop. Round and reach. Slide across your countertop. Reach your head towards your fingertips and stack it up. One more time. Spine stretch forward. Reach the arms. Pull your toes back. Push your waist back and lift up nice and tall. Now stay tall. Open your arms to a T. Open your chest. We're going to rotate. Twist to one side as much as you can. Now try and reach across to the outside of that leg. Notice if that back hip is lifting, try and push it down. And then see if you can lift this back palm to the ceiling. Light that tricep up. Come up. Center. Twist the other way. Now I'm rotating my back thumb towards the floor until my palm lifts to the ceiling. Reach across. You can use that hand against your leg and then push your hip down. You should feel a nice stretch back here. Up, center, saw. One more time to each side. Twist, twist, reach across. Lift that back palm up, 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 and lift. Last time here. Reach across and up. Center. Bring the arms down. Roll the shoulders. Let's bend the knees. Let's just practice a little neck roll action because we're now going to come into some extension and we're going to add this little bit of choreography. So sit cross-legged, hands on your knees, roll the shoulders down. We've got this nice broad feeling across the shoulders like you're showing off a piece of jewelry here and your crown is lifting to the ceiling. Now from here, you're going to turn your head over your shoulder. Keep your head turned, drop your chin to your chest. And allow it to roll through the middle all the way to the other side. Pick it up. Look center. You reverse it. Turn. Your head drops. Chin to chest. Stretch the back of your neck. Lift. Up. Let's do that one more time. Turn. Roll. Lift. Center. Turn. Roll. Lift, center. And that's just like a nice stretch that you can do anytime. If you're sitting at your desk, just sit up, give yourself a little neck roll, ease any tension. Let's come on to our stomach. Before we do our neck roll here, let's come on to stacked hands. Forehead relaxes there, and just check in with those shoulders. See if they're creeping up to your ears and just let them settle down. Let that relax. Let there be space between your ears and your shoulders. And then rock your hips a little bit side to side. Try and draw your legs together. Once you're relaxed there, let's turn one ear to the mat and bring your hands, fingertips just kind of under your waist here. And you're just going to take a few deep breaths. And as you inhale, you'll definitely feel your belly expand forward into your fingertips. And as you exhale, hopefully you'll feel that muscle activation kind of lift up and kind of pull some of the weight off of your fingertips. Inhale, it expands down. Exhale, it pulls in and up. Now, the next time you exhale and pull in and up, see if you can maybe reach your tailbone back towards your heels a little bit more. So you kind of emphasize that in and up feeling. And then start to lift one hamstring, just like we did at the very beginning when we picked our heel up towards the ceiling. But now your knee is straight. Lower it down. And then other side. Lift from the hamstring. Lower down. So right away you should feel work right up here where your leg connects to your seat, but you shouldn't feel any pressure or pinching here in your lower back. If you are, we want to start to lift the waist more and lengthen the tailbone back. So the more we drop in and kind of let the cheeks lead up, we're compressing here. The more you lift from the front, we're finding space and length to be able to move without any pain. So now, both legs together, can they both lift up? Bring your fingers under the waist, open, and squeeze together. Open, and squeeze together. So we're finding inner thighs and hamstrings here. Keep reaching tailbone to heels. One more time. And in. Now keep those knees hovering. Hamstring curl, one heel in towards your seat. Pull it, good squeeze. Reach it back. Other side, pull it, good squeeze. Reach it back. Squeeze. One more set here. Keep lifting your waist off your fingertips. And relax. Go ahead and bend both knees. Let the feet rock side to side. And then we'll take the legs straight back. Let's bring those hands back under the forehead. Relax the shoulders. Now your legs are your anchor, so they're going to stay on the mat, but we still want to find that support of our waist lifting to the back and the tailbone to the heels. From here, can you lift your elbows towards the ceiling? Hover your palms. Maybe your chin picks up off your chest. Keep sending your tailbone back, legs down. Lower. Relax. So exhale, anchor the lower body. Tailbone to heels, elbows up. Palms hover, chin up. Lower, down. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, heavy legs, tailbone back, elbows up, palms up, hold here. Separate your hands, pull your elbows to your waist. Cross the hands back under your head. Keep the upper back extension. Just move the arms, the elbows stay bent. We're moving from that shoulder joint. 2, 1, and rest. Bend the knees, feet drop side to side. Let's stretch the legs back. Fold your elbows under, and we're going to make like the number 11 with the forearms here. So you're pressing your palms down, pressing your elbows down. Now, can you pull your elbows towards your waist to pick your chest up a little bit more? Pick your waist up again, send your tailbone to your heels, pick your hamstrings up. So now everything we were just working is firing all together. For single leg kick, pull one heel to your seat, squeeze it in. Pull the other heel in, squeeze it in. And again, squeeze and squeeze. One more set, squeeze heel to seat, squeeze heel to seat, and lower down. Forehead to the mat. Let's go wide with the legs. Let's do that neck roll. So take your palms maybe kind of like neck level, a little bit above your shoulders, nice and wide. Press your thighs down. Reach your tailbone back through your heels. Start to pick up your chest. Draw the shoulders down. You don't have to come up too high here. We don't want to push our belly forward. We want to pick our belly up. Turn your head over your shoulder. Drop your chin to your chest. Neck roll. Other side. Turn. Roll. Center, let's lengthen down. Take a breath, we'll do that one more time. Weight into the legs, lift your waist, open the chest, come up, turn, roll, up, center and turn, roll, up, center, lengthen down. Bring the legs back together, bend the knees, palms come under the shoulders. Now kind of tuck your elbows in. We're gonna press up and just hover over the mat. Tuck your elbows in, lift your waist in, chin off your chest, push up. Walk your hands in a little more underneath your shoulders, maybe even a little more than you think, but bring your butt through. So again, lift waist front to back, bend your elbows in, press back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit your hips back. Let's go knees wide again, hands forward. Stretch out the shoulders, kind of slowly melt back. Relax the upper body. And then round your spine up. Lift tall, roll those shoulders out. Okay, let's really get into our sides with some side kicks here. So come down on one side. We're going to go on our forearm today because that really gets us aware of what our shoulder is doing. So I'm going to scooch my bottom, my ribs, my elbow all the way to the back edge of my mat and kick my legs a little bit forward. So I'm almost making like a V shape with my body here. We want to bring this top hip over the bottom hip so we're really stacked. And then bring your top arm around your waist, kind of pick your ribs up and pull this shoulder down your back. So we don't want to sink into it. This feels comfortable at first, but it's eventually going to start to kind of get sore. So we're pushing down and engaging this lat, which is more work, but it's much more supportive. So keep this wrap here and then just lift that leg side up to hip level and down, up to hip level and down. And you can do a little check, but we don't want to just drop our chin to our chest. Keep your head up in line with your spine. Now hold it up. Let's turn it out, turn it in. And it's kind of hard to get that internal rotation here, toes towards the floor. Turn out, turn in. 3, keep pulling that shoulder down the back. 2, last 1. Now keep the turn out. You can relax your foot, draw small circles, brush your heels together like you're striking a match. 3, 2, 1, reverse, send it back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at hip level. Let's just go parallel. Top hand, let's go behind the head. Lift your head into that hand. Push this arm down. Kick it forward. You're going to curve into it. Kick it back. Push your head into your hand. Try and open your chest a little. Exhale, pull forward, curve in. Push back. Check in with that bottom shoulder. We're here for 3, 2, 1. And center. Bring the legs down. Let's bend them in. Kind of tuck them underneath you. Take that arm up to the side. Stretch over. Open it up. Now you're going to rotate a little bit towards it. Bring that top hand to the knee and now really pull back and away. Stretch behind that shoulder blade. Now from here, keep the knees bent. Just bring them around in the front. Let's go hands a little behind. So you're kind of in your scoop. So from the side, we kind of look like this, right? So we don't want to drop into the shoulder, same as what we were just doing. Toes on the mat, and you're just going to drop the knees to one side and center. Drop the knees to the other side and center. So you are letting that back hip leave the mat because that's giving you a lot of twist through your waist, and the work is to not let it affect what's happening in your upper body, right? 1 more to each side. And lift, and we'll just take those legs out and down. So now on the other side, line up with the back edge of your mat, angle those legs forward, stack the hips, pick up your ribs, pull that shoulder down, make sure this elbow's underneath you, ribs are lifted, and we're just gonna pick it up, lower it down. Second side's always harder because we already worked this leg, stabilizing us on the first side. but you can do it. Breathe through it. Now keep the lift. Turn out. Turn and work that internal rotation. Out and in. 3, 2, 1. Hold the turnout. Relax your foot. Draw those circles. Brush. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse back. Do you feel that hamstring connection? 3, 4, 5. Hold hip level. It's parallel. Hand behind the head. Push into that hand. Exhale. Curl. Pull it forward. Inhale. Stretch. Reach it back. Pull it forward. Reach it back. Don't drop into that bottom shoulder. We've got 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1. Reach. Center. Bend those knees under. Lift up. Grab the shin. Reach your arm up. Big stretch. Try to keep that arm with your ear. And then rotate your ribs. Look to that top thigh. Hand to the knee. Scoop back and away. Let that open up behind the shoulder blade. And up. Okay, let's roll it out a little bit more. So we've done a lot of rolling like a ball. Just a couple more. Look in. Shins into hands. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. Roll up. One more time. Now balance at the top here. Stretch to your teaser. Reach to your toes. Pull the legs in, look in. Round back. Lift up. Now as you stretch your legs, we don't want to drop back in our waist. We want to keep lifting our waist, curving the hips under. Pull the knees in. Roll back. Roll up. This time hold. Reach it up. One arm open. Pull center. Squeeze those inner thighs. Center again. Open. Nothing else changes, just that arm. One more set. And in, bend the knees, look in. Roll back and up. One more time, roll back and up. Now hold the ankle, stretch to your open leg rocker. Shoulders are down, legs push forward, waist pulls back. Roll back, roll up, roll back, roll up. Try to reach both hips forward equally. The legs are doing a lot of the work here, pushing into your hands, but only if you have that arm to back connection. One more time. Hold at the top. Squeeze the legs together. Push them open. Squeeze. Push. Hold. Reach. One leg open. Center, other leg open. One more time. Last one. Fold the feet together, butterfly. Stretch it forward. Whew, that was a challenging little teaser sequence. Good job. Okay, so we did some forearm side kicks. Now we're going to do our kneeling side kicks. So let's come to the center of the mat. Before we go for the full side kicks, let's do a little thigh stretch. So actually, I'm going to turn this way first. Knees are about hip width distance. Heels can be together or separate. I like to press them together to feel a little bit of that connection. Let's start with the arms reaching down, almost like you have weights connected to your fingertips. So they're really pulling your arms down, shoulders down the back. A little bit of work here in the seat. Now you're going to bend your knees. Reach forward as you lean back. Now lift up and through. Press your palms back. They can go a little behind you. Your chest opens. And inhale. Hinge back. Exhale. Lift tall. Let's do one more. Hinge back. And come up. Good. So now we're a little bit open here in the front of the thighs. That is going to be helpful. So knees again, either all the way together, no wider than your hips. Reach out to a T. We're going to tip over, kick the opposite leg out. Now already here, did your hips drop back? We want to engage the seat, bring the hips through. Careful we're not locking this bottom elbow. It's a little soft. Top hand behind the head, chin off the chest. Lift, tap, lift, tap, 3, 2. We hold it up, keep that bottom elbow soft, pull it forward, curve into it. Press it back, open the chest. Try not to let that leg drop below hip level. And send it back. We're here for 3. Reach. 2. Reach. Last one. Send it back. Bring it center. Now we're just going to press up, kind of come into this Captain Morgan, almost pirate stance. Lunge into it. Press it back. Lunge into it so we get to relieve those hips a little bit. Stay in there. Really drop your pelvis down. And then press up. Center, reach wide. Other side. Tip it over. Long line here through the shoulders. Top hand behind the head. Hips forward, chin up. We lift. Lower. Soften your bottom elbow. Pull your shoulder down your back. 3, 2. We hold the up. Pull it forward. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Send it back. Open your chest. Try not to let it drop. Pull it forward. Send it back. Pull it forward. And back. Give me 2 more here. Then we get to stretch. Hold on to it. Reach side. Upright yourself. And we lunge in. Lift center. Lunge in. Lift center. One more time, lunge in. The pelvis drops down and up. All right, bring the knees in underneath you. Let's come down for a plank. Let's go forearms today so we can really feel those shoulders down the back. So make that number 11 with the forearms, shoulders over elbows. Step one leg back and the other. Legs meet on the midline. Now, pick your chin up, bring your butt down, chest forward, lift your waist up to your back. Now from here, we just rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back. Leg pull front. 2 more. Last one. Gently bring your knees down. Reach your hips back a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to try and take the forward back motion out and get a little more lat activation with some single leg work. So come back down to the forearms, step the legs back, find the midline, squeeze your bottom, find your inner thighs, pull one knee high and wide to the side, up towards your shoulder, reach it back. Other knee high and wide to the side, reach it back. Try not to dome too much in your upper back. Pull from your waist. One more to each side. Last one. Find center. Gently bring the knees down. Sit it back. Your head drops down. Shoulders relax. Arms are heavy. Roll it in. Roll your shoulders out. Roll your neck out. Let's end with a little side bend variation. So come on to one hip. You're going to kind of stack your knees, stagger the legs. Let's do that mermaid stretch. So reach up, hold the shin, pull your ribcage across towards your feet. Now lift up, opposite palm down to the mat, other palm to the ceiling. We're going to push through the feet, try and lift all the way up into a side bend. Now careful you're not rounding towards the mat. You want to bring the hips and the ribs through. Bend the knees, come down. Let's find that mermaid again. Reach up and over and switch your hands. Push through the legs. Find your side bend. Bend the knees, come down. Grab the shin. Stretch it over. Let's do one more side bend here. Reach down. Press up and over. And reach your fingers towards the mat. Bend the knees, come down. One more time, mermaid stretch. Over towards the legs. Now reach those hands lightly behind you. Teaser your legs to the other side. So stagger your top leg in front. Grab the shin, reach up, bend towards the legs, and up. Palms down to the mat, up to the ceiling. Push through your feet, stretch your knees, lift your waist. Square your ribs, square your hips, bend the knees, come down. One side always feels a little different. This side's a little tighter for me. We've got 2 more. Reach through your legs, lift your hip to the ceiling. Top hip to the ceiling. Stretch it over. Last one here. Up and over. And bring it down. And last big mermaid. And up. Okay, come to a seat in the center. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back a few times. Thank you for moving with me today. That was the full length lat mat from the Spring to Life method. Make sure to tap like and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue growing our practice together.